So, what is the most important thing happening in the proximity of Dungeons and Dragons today? Well, it is extremely profound. They took the orc out of the 2024 core rulebook monster manual. So we are getting the monster manual in about a week, and but there are a lot of reviewers who have the early copies, and they're saying, "Hey, the orc is out of the monster manual." Uh, so let's tick it off. So first of all, is this true? Yeah, this is true. It's out of the monster manual. Did they remove orcs from Dungeons and Dragons? Absolutely not. Orcs are now in the player's handbook as a playable species. So orcs are really now for player character use, which is pretty incredible. And that is a huge change, right? Is this important? This is incredibly important. This could not be more important. What exactly is happening here with this change? Well, let me explain exactly what's happening with this change. What you're really seeing here is Gary Gygax fixing J.R.R. Tolkien's mistake. So J.R.R. Tolkien was like, "Oh, the orcs are just going to be some hack and slash monsters that my heroes can just go to town to with their swords, and they can just kill them, right? And they have green skin, and they're ugly, and they're just horrible things that are useful for killing in a narrative, right?" And Gary Gygax came along and included Lord of the Rings into Dungeons and Dragons from day one, literally day one. We know this now from the historic making of Dungeons and Dragons from 1970 to 1978. It literally like presents the receipts that hobbits and every bit of Lord of the Rings was in Dungeons and Dragons canon on day one, February 7th, 1974, which is profound. But this is Gary coming along and fixing that completely, right? In the new Dungeons and Dragons VE. So 6 editions in, and we've reached a point where orcs are not just slayable green-skinned fodder. They are thinking, feeling beings. We care about them, we care about their children, we care about their spouses. They are a deep, robust species that have graduated from the monster manual to the player's handbook. This is a massive step forward for Dungeons and Dragons. This is Dungeons and Dragons leading the entire industry, and the OSRs and the indies need to catch up, right, on progressiveness and on quality. This also reminds me of when Cyborg graduated from Teen Titans to